This is Dan, the Realty Man, saying hello to all our friends and neighbors there on top of the world. I've been a broker and a salesman now for over 37 years here in Florida, and I'm bringing you the groundbreaking truth on the top of the world and what's going on in your market there for the month of February of this year. You know, the numbers really, when we take a look at it, are going to be a little bit staggering because the average listing price for a single family home in your area actually was up $54,000 from what it was last year. And I'm going to show you those numbers if you stick with me in this report today. You know, I want to show you what the real story is and the options that are out there, because when we look at this, we're going to see that there are over 50 brand new construction homes, and that's affecting the market. So whether you're looking to buy a resale home or a new home, there are options available out there with you. And if you stick with me, I'm going to show you the house that sold for the least amount of money and the house that sold for the most amount of money in on top of the world. So let's get into our numbers and see what the numbers look like here. All right, friends. Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, you know, the average listing price is up over $54,000 from last year. Last year it was $299,000, almost $300,000. Now it's a little over $353,000. And out of those, of the ones that are active, 50 are brand new construction. Now notice also the average square footage under air is up as well. And then when we take a look at the days on the market, well, the days on the market are about the same this year as what they were last year. As a matter of fact, a few days less, 103 days it takes on an average for a house to sell in on top of the world. The pending sales, well, there's 43 under contract right now, which is good. 20 of those, however, are brand new construction. Once again, the average price of the pendings out there ending in February was close to $350 and almost 2,000 square foot of living space. And they were on the market for 101 days. But now when we look at the solds, notice what the solds tell us over here. Now, even though the average listing price was $353, what has sold anyway was at the average price of $300,000, just about the same as what it was last year. More houses sold in February than what they did the year before, and the average square footage is up more. So, you know, you have a higher square footage, but about the same price. And the average days on the market was 98. But of those 16 houses, 7 of them were brand new construction. So what is this telling us about the market, friends? Well, it's telling us houses are selling over there on top of the world. You know, there are houses moving. There's resale houses. A lot of people like the new houses, and I just sold one over there too because they make some beautiful houses there. And you know, it's a good place to live in. Let me show you now the house that sold for the least amount of money. It was over here on 99th Avenue. We can see the house was listed for $159,900 and it was on the market for 89 days. A small house, 1,100 square foot, but it sold for $145,000, being sold turnkey. And when you looked at the inside of the house was nice. Didn't have a lot of upgrades in there, but the house was very well kept. Nice home to move into, you know. But when we take a look at the house that sold for the most amount of money, obviously it's a new construction home. And that house was on Southwest 105th Court. It was listed at $449,000 and it sold for $449,000. A lot of these homes just sell for the asking price out there. But notice it was 2678 square foot of living space on the market for 52 days. It was a beautiful house inside with a lot of upgrades. Well, I hope you find this report over here interesting and informative. Would you like to know about a specific house? Call, text, email me. Get with me. I'll give you the information in there. whether it's a single family home or a villa, I can help you, or even somewhere else here in the city of Ocala. Well, anyway, I hope you find this information informative. Please feel free to share it with others. Hit that like button for me as well. Any comments, please feel free to share them with me. Well, this is Dan the Realty Man wishing you well, hoping you have a great day. And hey, thanks for watching this video, and let's have a great day. Bye now.